These 3 easy rules will allow you to know all the notes all over the fretboard at any time. Let's take a look. Rule 1, we need to know what the names of the open strings are. And they are from the thickest string at the top to the thinnest. It goes E, A, D, G, B, E. And an easy way to remember this is Ate Dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Each letter of those words, of course, spell out E, A, D, G, B, E. So that's rule 1. Rule 2 is knowing that the musical alphabet goes from A to G. Super easy, right? No H, I, J, K, L, M, and a P, just A to G. The third rule is that we need to know what notes have sharps and flats. So it's very easy. B and E don't have any sharps. Some people remember this as breaking and entering is not very sharp, okay? Or I always think about the Beatles song, Let It Be, B-E, right? B and E don't have a sharp. Those are the only 3 rules that we need to know. That's the concept. But we need to get good at it. We need to get quick at this. So we need to practice it a little bit, right? So we're going to do this in sequential order here on the A string, since it's the easiest, starting off at the A. And we're going to work our way up a little bit using these concepts, okay? Now, in the beginning, you've got the concepts, right? E, A, D, G, B, E, musical alphabet, A through G. B and E don't have a sharp. Breaking entry is not very sharp, right? Not very smart. So we just need to remember that. We need to ask those questions each time we move, or at least 2 and 3, we need to ask it each time. It gets easy, right? Watch this. So we're going to go to this string, right? The 5th string. Well, we said Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So Eddie ate A, right? So that string's the A string. Easy enough. That's rule 1. And we know the musical alphabet goes from A to G, so we don't really have to think about that one too much. The next thing we need to think about is what notes have sharps, right? A sharp is when we raise a note up. So we can use it as an adjective in this case here, an A sharp. It's an A, but it's sharped. It's up 1. So, for instance, the open A is an A. That's the 0 fret here, or the open position. If we go to the 1st fret, that is an A sharp. We know that because we know that all notes have sharps except for B and E, right? So we have an A sharp. Our next note is just moving through the alphabet, but we'll stop at G eventually, right? So B. We said that B and E don't have a sharp, so B would go straight to letter C. We said that C has a sharp because it's not a B or an E. After C sharp, the next letter in the alphabet's a D. D has a sharp, so D sharp. Next letter would be E. We said B and E don't have a sharp. This is an E, so we'd go straight to letter F. F has a sharp, so right there. Next letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's our G. G has a sharp because it's not a B or an E. And then from G sharp, it stops and we start over again. Now we're back at the A. So the 12th fret is E, A, D, G, B, E, just like E, A, D, G, B, E is at the 0 fret or the open notes there. Now, we have the concept, we've practiced it one time. Your homework is to practice this from the other strings. You really want to get this down. You don't want to cheat. The whole point is going through the thinking about it and saying, okay, well, this is this particular string and thinking about the notes and what's sharp, etc. Once you do that a few times, you're really going to have this down. Also, another quick bit here is if I was asked what note this is, I wouldn't start from here. I would work my way backwards, right? So you want to be able to do this backwards as well, but one thing at a time. Do it going forward, get really good at that, and then you can be concerned with going backwards. Now, if you want a fretboard layout where you can write all this stuff out along with 36 of the best guitar lessons that you'll ever have, absolutely free, my gift to you, click on that link and I'll see you over there. All right, my friends, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm passionate about your success on the guitar. Leave your comments below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.